Hi everyone, it's Jenny. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. So I have come on, and it is cold today, so I've got my big long jumper on. Come on to do Make Art with Martha, and this is a collaboration run by Martha Makes Art, and I will link her in my channel. So every month she pulls a couple of prompts, and this month, and I say it's an open collaboration, you can join in when you like, and you can come and go in it. So yes, so this month Martha pulled out Harvest, or chose Harvest or Acorn. So I'm going to go with the sort of the harvest theme, but I'm going to go for acorn as well. So I've got a plain bit of cardstock. It's 6x4. Now I got these from the lovely Kim Kelly, and I thought I'm going to use one of them. I'm probably going to use one that's this. I don't want pumpkins on it. I just want one that's a scene, really. So we got a choice. I mean, we could have one with a step on. There's some lovely book ones here as well. I don't think I want that one. I should have maybe decided before, but I quite like that book one. Take that one. I don't think I'll go for that one. Oh, that's lovely as well, but no. That's a window. I think we might go for the book. Oh, spiced apples we had the other week. So last month I could have used that. I didn't realise. Anyway, I think I'm going to use the book pages because I think they look really nice. So I might not be really using the harvest. I'm probably just going to use the acorn. But I wanted to keep it quite simple. I don't want it to be too long. So I'm just checking, but I think, yeah, 6x4. So let me just cut these in half. So that would be about there, I think. So it's one or the other. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use yet. However, what I've got in mind for the acorns are the lovely Andrea, the Cumbrian crafter, some time ago. Can't remember when. It could have been this autumn, actually. She made this gorgeous tag. That one could have been last autumn. And she made me this gorgeous folio. And look inside. I'm not going to be using the pink ones yet. I can't bring myself to use them yet. However, I remember that there is an acorn in there. She made all these beautiful. Look at these. Aren't they just stunning? But we're not using that one. I'm definitely not ready to use either of those two yet. I need to just take that out, make sure that doesn't get crumpled. I just can't use that yet. No. So let's just move these out of the way. There's the acorn. There's the acorn. There we go, look. So that's going to be the theme. She's made these gorgeous, look at these leaves. That's what I'm going to keep with those. You know, when you've got things that you're like, oh, I'm not ready. And Andrea, I know you're going to laugh at this because she says, I'm not ready to give this away yet. I'm not ready to use this yet, especially with her graphic 45 paper. I'm not ready to use some of these yet. I'm definitely not ready to use those. And I think I'm going to keep those two with that because that's a nice little combination there. Just make sure there's no little ones tucked out. So they're going to be tucked back in here. So I'm also looking at what else we've got here. Because we've got one or the other of these that we can use, so they're definitely going to go. I'm not sure that these will, because this would be a sort of a collage page on its own, I think. So I'm going to put these back. I love this little folio she made. It's beautiful. Yeah, I love the mushrooms. And then we've got some little harvest bits in here. That mushroom, I'm not ready to use that yet. Let me just make sure there's nothing else in there. No. And then what have we got in here? Number 2, so we could use that maybe. Not that. Oh, there we are. There's going to be our sentiment. That's exactly what we're going to use. Don't need those little bits there. So I'm just going to leave that there. So we need to decide really what we're going to use. Is that going to show up on there with the books, or do we use that one? I think I'm going to go for this one because I've got more space to be able to use. Yep, right, let's get my glue stick out. Let's get my, where's my magazine? Let's get my magazine out. Let's glue this down. Let's just get a good old layer of glue on there. Let's get rid of that for the moment. Perfect. There we go. Right. Let's just do a little bit of... I'm thinking I might have to cut that out. Sorry, Andrea. I might have to just cut a little circle out there. Where's my 1¼ inch? How is that going to get the words in, or am I going to have to use my bigger one? I think I might have to use my bigger one because I don't think that's going to let me do the words, isn't it? Oh, yes it is. Perfect. I'll keep that. That will go back in the little envelope because that will be useful, you know, if I do a little collage with the other pieces. So that won't go to waste for sure. So that's going to be our sentiment. And then it's how many of these we use. Well, we've got to use the acorn because that is what it's about. Look at these beautiful leaves that she's made, though. They're just gorgeous. So I'm thinking we could have the acorn down there. Let's just see what we could use. It's the same sort of leaf as what's on the tree there. And have the books. We could have that up there. Like that. With the acorn on there. I like that. And that's 3. And that means I don't have to use them all at once. I'm going with that. Yeah, I like that. Right. I'm thinking this is not going to be good enough. So I'm going to use my glitter magic. Because it needs to be something a little bit stronger, I think. Probably be all right for the label. But not for that. Right, let's get some of this on here. Yeah, these are beautiful. She does make beautiful bits of fodder. Right, and then that one can go there. I don't want to cover the stalk up on this one because it's... I want one stalk coming out, I think. So I might just go a bit higher with that one. Like so. And then look at the beautiful acorn. And actually that could sit. Could be fallen. Oh, I think I prefer it. Do I up or down? No, let's go down. Let's go there. And then we've got, always like to cut it out of my dictionary, acorn, the fruit of the oak, a smooth oval nut in a cup-like base. Beautiful. That needs a little bit of inking. Right, where's my... I'm just going to give it a little bit of a... whatever's left on my brush from whatever I did previously with this. Yeah, there we are. Tiny little bit of brown on there. Probably vintage photo. Look at that. beautiful. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? Well, Andrea did all the work for me. Because, right, we leave those there. We'll revisit those. I will use them, Andrea, but I'm not ready yet. So, yeah, how quick was that? Make art with Martha. And this month's prompt was, as I say, harvest or acorn. And you can use one or the other. You could say that's a bit harvest-like because of the colours, maybe. Yeah, definitely use the acorn. So there we go. I'm going to give you a little close-up of the shimmer of these leaves fodder that Andrea made. Aren't they beautiful? But yeah, thankful, grateful, blessed. There we go. Thanks very much, everyone, for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And please do hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please think about subscribing. It's free, doesn't cost anything. And take care. And until next time, crafty hugs, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.